Heyo guys, what's up? It's me, Fang. In this video I'm going to be bringing you another Nuking Noobs with Friends. This is possibly, I believe, like 2 nights after the night that we dropped 15 nukes as a team. Not as good this night. I don't think we even stayed up as late, so really didn't get a chance to have that done. We, I think as a team on this one, ended up doing 5 nukes. Maybe, actually, there could have been 6. I know 3 of them were mine. There was 2 by Japes and 1 by Doobie, so that makes 6 nukes. We were playing with TX Skulls, and I believe at some points BWG along with AmpWarlord. So not the same team from that night. That team, I would have to say, if I could like put it together again with Keegan and who else was on there? Cupid's Crossbow would probably be my best team to play with on here. They just, I don't know, we just seemed to have chemistry and it worked out really well to where we could just keep nuking people. Or maybe it just happened to be because the lobbies we were in, we were getting a lot more tougher opponents in this match. This is one of the maps though that I did drop a nuke in. I actually dropped a nuke in this map twice in the same night. It must be like one of my favorite maps. It just happens to be that for some reason that they all spawn, at least on this side, whenever you're defending the bombs. They spawn like in the same area and they all love to run up this street. So it gives you a chance to just kind of sit back and relax and kind of like camp it out, I guess you would say. Once again, still using the FAMAS. I believe I have cold-blooded on here. I don't think that I put stopping power on because I was having an issue with them getting chopper gunners and whatnot, Harriers, and then just killing me whenever I was on my streaks. So yeah, I decided to put cold-blooded on. I'm still running around with the dual Glocks just in case anybody runs up on me. I'm going to have the dual Glocks. Still using the Claymore. Claymore is probably going to use them all the time unless we're playing a team and they're just doing really well and they're setting up tac inserts in our spawn and we can't get out of it. That's like the time where I will just throw on an SMG, put on my own tac inserts and get in their spawn and give them a little taste of their own medicine. And from what I've seen here, still with Demolition, it is the best game mode to get a nuke on. That's what I at least believe because you can extend the time. You have 3 rounds pretty much if you want to choose to lose 1 round, which is usually what we always do. And I don't know, I tried it on Domination a couple of times this night, or maybe not even this night. That was like a couple of days before I tried it on Domination, and Domination just wasn't working out for me for the fact that unless you have like a team that's going to properly spawn trap, then you're just stuck with them spawning behind you. So stuck with Demolition's pretty much my favorite game mode on this game now. As you can see, I am camping like a champion. I definitely brought my my s'mores in my tent, but you know sometimes you gotta camp in order to get cool things like a nuke. You gotta go through the ugly to get to the good. So I definitely camped it out. Tried to stay in the back. I had one of my teammates running UAVs, so he was getting UAVs all the time, which was pretty good at least for this map. And as we're sitting here watching me go through the process of which will take quite some time of me getting a nuke, I'm going to talk a little bit about Black Ops 2. I got a chance to actually check out some of the footage from Gamescom that was on twitch.tv, and to me, my thoughts on it right now are that it looks actually quite good. And I say that about a lot of games coming out, which kind of makes me, you know, iffy on it, because whenever I see, like, when I saw Modern Warfare 2, after World at War, I was like, wow, this game looks amazing. This is going to be great. And then I played it and I found out much different, that it wasn't even that great. And then same thing with Black Ops. You know, this looks like a much better, I guess you would say, type of game than World at War was. Although I loved World at War, but I mean, graphically, I was like, oh, this is going to be like World at War with better graphics. But it ended up not being. It was a pretty solid game, except for the fact that the hit marker box on there would always change. So you would sit there and just unload into somebody at one point, and then you would do the exact same thing a second time, and it would be, you know, a one-shot kill. So definitely had some issues, I guess, with that game. And then Modern Warfare 3, I guess, didn't even really look that great to me, and I was just praying that it would be good. But with this one, looking at it, it looks a lot like the regular Black Ops, or the first Black Ops. The gameplay is all completely Treyarch. You can see in the movement of the characters, which is not a bad thing. They're not, you know, like, it's not amazing graphics like Activision and Infinity War, and I guess Sledgehammer on this one like to do, where they put out these like really good graphics. But maybe that's why it plays so much smoother. I know that they've always been better games, at least for Treyarch, when it comes to just smooth gameplay. It looked like it had a lot of the same, I guess you would say, I don't know. Well, it did have some changes. Some of the things to me looked a little bit like Battlefield I don't know if anybody's played Battlefield 3, but they had like squad deathmatch that I was watching, which is a Battlefield thing. I saw someone running around with a gun that had a red laser sight on it, which is also a Battlefield thing, which is alright. It's okay for games to take things from other games. It's just funny that I think that they brought that in there. It's probably for the better. Some of the perks and stuff look cool. I haven't really got to read up too much on what's going on with that. I find it really cool that they're trying to push the competitive aspects of Call of Duty in this one. I know at the end of the trailer, I heard the whole Hastro thing and how he was doing the commentary for it. And then I've seen all these like reviews on how they have it set up to where you can pretty much just join, say, a public lobby or a private lobby. If you want to do a private one, you can just join in there, and they've got the commentary where you can just sit there and just be a commentator the entire game. And I don't even think you have to be playing. So you can just sit in there and commentate if you want. I'm just curious to know like how that's going to work out in a public room, because say you're sitting there and you're like dead serious up against like a team and you're going hardcore. For one, I want to know if you can hear the commentator, which I guess they would take that out. But if you can hear the commentator, say you're sitting there and you're playing and they're like going to invite their friend in, and their friend just comes in and blares like rap music in your ear or something like that. Like, that would get fairly annoying. I'm sure you could probably mute the commentator if you can hear him or whatnot, but I imagine that I would use that tactic where I would just get in the commentary and just sit there and blare rap music the entire time, so they like get really distracted and really angry. Or it would just be distracting in the first place just to be able to hear somebody commentating your game. So, Codcast, hopefully you are nothing like that. Other features I saw in there, for at least when it comes to the competitive part, is how much the commentator or the spectator, I guess they would be considered, can see on what's going on with the map. Like, they've got so many weird map and camera angle views. It's going to be pretty exciting. I'm really glad that Treyarch sat down and they listened to the MLG community, because, I mean, I do understand the MLG community is not the biggest part of the game, but it is a part of the game. And it's definitely a lot of fun to go to those events and have Call of Duty in that scene. So it's pretty awesome that they did that. Everything on there looks, I mean, to me, the maps look really good, I think. They're kind of similar to some of the other ones, but that's just kind of like what they've been doing in these games. Everything else, though, looks really solid. I'm extremely excited to see how the sniping's going to go in that game, because I was an epic sniper, I would like to say, in Black Ops #1. So I've yet to watch any videos where I saw people actually using sniper rifles, but I can only imagine that if they were great in Black Ops, they're going to be great in this one. I have not pre-ordered it yet. I probably should go pre-order it. I just don't know. I feel like pre-ordering games sometimes can be worthless now unless you want to get like the little perks that go with them. Like on FIFA 13, I get my free 24 gold packs. I want something cool like that from Black Ops. Maybe they'll give you like a poster. I'm debating on if I should do it at GameStop or Best Buy, because I went to the Best Buy thing last year and it was really cool, and they had like a nice setup and they gave you all this free stuff. But my GameStop is actually the GameStop next to GameStop headquarters. So I can only imagine they'd have something cool going on as well. I'm really looking forward to it, though. I hope it's something new. I really plan on getting back into the competitive scene. And I think that if this game comes out and it's good, I'm actually going to end up doing that. This will probably be the last year I even try to do that, because I am getting older in age. And, you know, at some point I'm going to get bored with it. But anyway, you're about to see the rest of the nukes for the night. I did miss one of my nukes. I forgot to record it, which is the other one on Invasion. I hope you guys enjoy them, and leave any comments below.
Look at the pretty explosion.
I got 20
look
kills.
at the fireworks.
Dude, they're rocket ships that jump at us.
Dude,
See the rocket ship? You guys see the rocket ship in the background?
Tactical nuke incoming!
God, Lilo Jane.
Wow, how'd I
Great.
die? It's midnight. Hell.
God, my poor little 9.1